my son's an elite athlete and I see the kids with a Gatorade and I'm like, listen, here, it's cheaper and it's better for you. Every single athlete that my
Amen.
son plays with and their parents should have their kids on. Listen, all you listening, if your child is an athlete, give him, Jackson likes it, 12 ounces of water. He sucks it down before his practice. And then, you know what? He has the protein shake afterwards. But this is the phenomenal product for athletes to take before they get on that field and they practice or they play their games. But I do want to thank you, Ryan, for your time. I am going to bring Vince on now, change my viewer. Thanks again, Dr. Ryan.
Pleasure.
So now Vince Lamont's going to come on. Now I want to make sure I introduce him right. Now, the reason that Vince is coming on is so I want to make sure that everybody understands that anybody endorsing this product like I do, we don't make money off the sale of the product. That's why the product is inexpensive. That's what I love about it. It's a membership. For example, my eye doctor's Vision World, right? I pay $99 a year and I get discounts. I get my free eye exam. At my dentist, I pay $120 for a year and I get 40% off all my dental procedures and I get free cleanings, Costco, BJ's, all that, okay? Now, if all of that is a Ponzi scheme, then you know what? Celebrity Doc, I guess you're right. But come on. MLMs, for those of you out there watching this that are not familiar with multi-level marketing, you've heard it called a pyramid scheme, okay? There's a difference between a network marketing company and an MLM. We are not an MLM, okay? And the reason that I'm bringing Vince on is because he can explain the way this all works much better than I can. And Vince has been, you guys are going to love him too because he's a hot shit. Like, we've become very good friends. I've known him for a few years. He's been a diamond, which is, top rank in 4 network marketing companies. And he understands the business model and has the ability to explain it in a phenomenal way. And I do, before I bring him on, I want you all to know, if somebody invited you to this video and they are in the LiveGood company, please hit them up through their link, their tour link, so that you can check it out more. If you're watching this on my page and I'm the one that is introducing you to this, hit me up. I'm happy to send you the link as well. See, nobody understands this whole Facebook Live thing, but it's my favorite. I just so easy. Hey, Vince.
Hey, Tanya, how's it going?
Doing good. How's it going with you?
Holy crap, I didn't know it was going to be this type of Facebook Live. I didn't know it was going to be
You think I would have told you that ahead of time?
Listen, I'm afraid. I have to remain friends with you forever. I don't want to. Wow. Just to, make it clear, I really don't have much knowledge about what you were speaking about as far as the company and everything. I know what you're speaking about as far as the company and everything else, but that's not my cup of tea. My cup of tea is business and family and things like that.
Good. So, natured people you are. So tell us about the LiveGood business plan as opposed to other MLMs.
My God, look at me. I look like I'm retaining water now. So anyway, look, I'm here. Most people are looking for something because what's going on in the world right now is insane. Is it not? I mean, so there's no need to cast disparity or stone because we have a lot going on in this world. People are losing trust of big media, big banking, big pharma, big education, big everything. And they're looking for answers in terms of, building something, a financial fortress or a financial moat around their family. And I'm no different. I'm just, I'm a person, I was a civil servant for years. I was a New York City cop for 11 years. I was a New York City firefighter for 10 years. And I got into the mortgage business. I was there for many years, and I was approached with MLM. I didn't even know it was MLM until I was in for like a year. And the first thing I said, is that a pyramid? Is that what it is? I don't know why. Well, I know now why I said it, because I was indoctrinated into this academic education system that says anytime someone approaches you with a business opportunity with a very low barrier of entry, with a potential high upside, it's a scam. Okay, it's a scam. So I did that. So I have been involved with MLM for years, and I stopped I was diamond in 4 companies, and I was on my way to becoming a top runner in a company, and I stopped immediately when I figured out the math behind these antiquated plans. I mean, it's an industry that I've come to know and love. I have a love-hate with the industry. I love the personal development, and I don't know if the celebrity doctor you speak of, but sometimes when people are overeducated, they don't have the EQ, the emotional intelligence to endure the rigors of this type of business. So people naturally get upset when a new innovation comes and disrupts their current business model. And that's what's happening with LiveGood. And I was apprehensive when I was approached with this. I had 5 different people approach me with it. To me, it looked like a typical product-based MLM with all the trappings of an MLM.
What sent it to me, it was a couple of weeks that I kept being like, Tanya, you got to take a peek at this.
And that's what happens. And I want people to know, if you're involved in the business or someone's reaching out to you, there's a reason for it. You know, this is a different innovative model. Now, if you take MLM and you compare it to LiveGood, it really isn't. They're playing in a different sandbox. MLM, the thing that's so appealing about network marketing is leverage. The fact that you can build a business, you can start in New York and enroll someone in California to Canada to Mexico to Asia. You can have a global business with no overhead, no employees, no manufacturing costs, shipping costs, branding costs, packaging, no headaches of a traditional business. You can do it part-time. So it's very appealing. It's very appealing to people. And so that's the attractive thing about it. But all the other nuances about it are the trappings and what ultimately made you go out of business. Now, I'm not going to get too far into the math right now, but if you have an auto ship, just to say, like, you know, auto ship is something that no one likes auto ship, no one wants auto ship, and the reality is no one stays on auto ship. It just, you know, it's 2.8 months industry-wide that people stay on auto ship, no matter how great the product is. And the reason I believe it's 2.8 months is because right before that 3rd month, there's a spouse saying, did you cancel that crap? You make sure you don't buy that again. And because the stuff builds up for whatever other reason, you know, that model of having to stay active in order to be and then become qualified, you know, if you take $150 a month for auto ship, that's $1,800 a year. If you add a starter pack to that, you're looking at $3,000 a year. You're in for $3,000 minimum a year. You have to recruit your way out of it. So that's been proven to be a very difficult model for most people. And the buyer, you know, people don't purchase products on auto ship. You know, LiveGood has adapted the membership model, the BJ Sam's Club, Costco, Nestle, Dollar Shave Club business model. And none of those companies have starter packs. None of those companies have auto ship. None of those companies have business volume. I mean, when you look at a network marketing company, you have business, you give the company money and they give you back business volume. And that business volume is being used, you know, to pay multiple people in multiple levels. So, you know, when people say, is the product overpriced in MLM, the answer actually is yes. And the reason it's overpriced is because if the sale of one product is being used to pay 5 to 7 people upline, then the price of that product must increase. That's not exclusive to network marketing either. That's business. That's math. The 3rd grade math that you can use to really look at a business without any emotions attached, or just to make a mathematical decision. So when you look at business volume, if you're getting paid on business volume, if you have auto ship, you can't have reoccurring income if on average people stay in 3 months. So that means if, you know, you will lose 70% of your business within, let me put my phone down. Can you still hear me if I do this? Yeah. All right. You'll lose 70% of your business in 3 to 6 months. I'm not saying right now, like, something that people don't know. I'm not saying like, hey, I just saw Bigfoot in my yard or the moon's made out of cheese. I'm telling you that This is something that everybody knows, but most people don't speak about this. The reason they don't speak about it is because a lot of times they either don't understand it, they don't get it, they still believe it, or they're protecting their income. One of the above. It has to be that. And I understand that. I understand why people do that. So then you have business volume. And because people are going to ask, why is this product, like this Super Reds right here? This is one of the things that got my attention, is Super Reds. Okay? I was getting ads about Super Beats and Organifi. I guess 52-year-old. Well, they should be taking Super Reds. And I'm going to tell you, dudes, you really should be, because I just built a deck in the yard with no hands. And now, anyway, so I'm just saying, so I did the math. I'm saying this is $18, made in the USA, all good. I'm going to try it, see what happens in this, like what Dr. Goodkin spoke about. I don't get into that. Like, a lot of times you'll approach a friend about a product, then all of a sudden they get their, you know, their Bunsen burner out and their life coat. They're doing research, right?
Yeah.
I don't do that. That's just me. But, it's good to have the doctor's calls and all that stuff for people that are analytical. You have your green, your analytical, so you have that, but that's not my cup of tea. My cup of tea is the math. Does the math work? Is it worth my time? The whole, can I do it, and is it worth it? Now, if you want to be successful in a leveraged-based business, because you take MLM, you compare it to LiveGood. The only aspect of MLM that LiveGood has is leverage. So it's a leverage-based affiliate plan is really what it is. They're calling it membership marketing. Membership marketing, generally affiliate marketing can be difficult because it's what you sell. You really no leverage to it, and you have to really understand marketing. So it's very difficult for someone part-time who has a full-time job to start a side gig with a basic affiliate marketing plan, if that makes sense. When you have leverage, you can little by little build something that can, create that passive income. The fact that there's, and I'll just say this math here, because I can go on about this a lot. The fact that there's no auto ship and there's no business volume allow this Super Reds to be $18, okay? Now, I'm into fitness and all that stuff, but I'm not that into it where I take this religiously every single day. If I was on auto ship, this would keep piling up, because I don't take it. I know I should take it. We all know what we should do every day. We don't do it every day. Otherwise, we'd all be millionaires with apps. But the reality is, I don't take it every day. And so when I'm on auto ship, things would just pile up and pile. That's one of the other reasons people cancel it. It's not that the products are bad on auto ship. They may be overpriced, but maybe they're worth it. It's up to the individual themselves. But if you look at the industry on average, this is just what's been happening. And it's happening at a higher rate of speed as far as the attrition in a traditional network marketing business because of what's going on in the outer world, right? What LiveGood has done is they've kept the leverage. They removed starter packs. They removed auto ship. They removed business volume. They literally, and I'm not airy-fairy. I'm not going to get a LiveGood tattoo tomorrow either. I'm not going to say they're the greatest people up. I'm not into that nonsense MLM bullshit. Like, oh, we're the LiveGood family. I have a family. They're in the other room. It's a business, all right? And when people say, oh, you found a home. I'm living in my home with my family. MLM is not a home or a family. So just get rid of the effing hype. I just have to throw that out there.
Because the second you're not an MLM anymore, they're gone.
Then almost they are them out. They hit you with a lot. Oh, we love you guys. How are the kids? We're gonna sue you. We hate you. You know what I mean? Stop the BS. And I think a lot of people in 2023 moving on. We're done with it. So but they removed all those things, and it's just a brilliant business model. Is what it is. Look, there's no reason for anyone in LiveGood to feel like they have to validate themselves or explain why this business model is a matrix. Why is it a Ponzi scheme? Or it's in the last 190 days since the power line was launched. There's over 425,000 paid members worldwide. Okay, so you can say what you want to say or do what you want to do. The train's leaving, and I'm saying that to myself. I've got to get busier because it's happening. This is a recession-proof business, and I'm sorry to say it, but the reality is an auto-ship business volume business is not recession-proof. And I've been in this space long enough to know. I can speak about this because I know. Don't ask me about plumbing. Don't ask me about, what's in amino acids. You can ask me about like a business model in this space. I get it because I've done it. I got dirt under my fingernails from doing it. I was apprehensive about doing this. I didn't want to do it. In fact, I still don't want to do it. No one wants to do it. But I had multiple people reach out to me. And guess what? I got involved. I signed up with a friend. He happened to be the first guy to reach out to me. But he was in my quote-unquote downline in the past. I didn't say, well, he's in my downline and he's never earned 7 figures. And no, he's a good guy. He answers the phone when I call him. He texts me back, and he's a gentleman. So I said, I'm in with you, right? So a lot of times people's egos are bigger than their bank accounts in this industry, and it happens. That's not there's a lot of leaders that are incredible leaders. You know how you know? You just ask them. They'll tell you. But the reality is we got to check ourselves, humble ourselves, and look for the best in other people. I mean, let's just be real. Not everyone's got, I do not have it figured out. What I have figured out here is the math. The math. I know that I can bring someone in, okay, to LiveGood, and they can pay $49.95 and $9.95 per month. and they're a member. They can cancel it at any time. If they don't like the product, they can return it.
But they're an affiliate. They can get.
If they can just be a member. You could be a member for $9.95 and cancel the next month, and they'll return it if you don't like the product. So they're really all right. They're doing what they're saying they're doing. You have that, or you could pay the $40. I personally chose to pay $99 for the year.
Me too.
And $40 to be an affiliate. Now, for the people with a business mindset, check this out. I paid $139 for the year. Okay, I buy the product when I want to.
He can drift you, but it's not an annual thing. That $40 you pay the first $40 one and done.
The $99 a year, but that's to be a member, like Costco, like Netflix, like Spotify, or anything else out there. Okay, 80% of millennials prefer memberships. Generation Z is being called Generation Zero ownership. It's skate to where the puck is going. If you do your research, which I did, and see where this industry is going, it's getting away from auto ship. And just go and look at the numbers. This has nothing. The companies are good. The products are good. The leaders are excellent. I've met some of the greatest people ever. But the model is like Blockbuster Video, unfortunately. And this is like a Netflix model. I mean, so anytime there's a new innovation, you're going to get ridiculed. You're always going to get that. That's expected. If no one's knocking you, you're not doing anything, right? You have to, that's the fact. So back to the model, because it's all about retention. Customer acquisition is one thing, but customer retention is everything. I don't care if you own a pizzeria or an MLM. If you have a restaurant and you don't have customers that are retaining, repeat customers, you're going to go out of business. That's it. So if you have an order ship and networking and they're not continually purchasing that product, you're going to go out of business. This has happened over and over. We've seen it happen. The difference here is that if I pay $120 for the year, and I'd say about 98% of the people that I brought in personally have all done the same thing because it made sense to save $20 and pay for the year. I've retained these people for a year. Got that? This is actually, it's not even, I don't know why we fight about products. It's not a product-based business. It's a digital business. LiveGood's a digital business. All right, that's the business model itself. If you put your cap on, there's no business volume. It doesn't matter if people order products or don't order them that are in my team or whatever in the matrix. I don't get paid. And why should I? Like my friend James buys this product. Why should I get paid? Why should 5 people get paid? He doesn't know. Hey James, can you do me a favor and buy a product so me and these people can get paid? That's very uncomfortable, right? So it's when you stop and look at the model. I mean, what do we all want? We want a pension. I'm a city worker. I'm into pensions. I'm into I don't have to make 50,000. A pension is something that's sticky. Retention is everything. I bring someone in, and because of the spillover model, and if you're waiting for spillover, then you're greedy. All right, you should be creating spillover for your team and putting it forward. And quite frankly, it's way more profitable. That being said, my friends that said I'll take a spot, I gave them golden handcuffs. They can't leave. They haven't sponsored one person, not one customer, and they're literally getting paid residual income more than if they were paying the $9.95 a month. So that's what's called an asset. I encourage you, if you're going to be involved in this business, read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, read Cash Flow Quadrant, but internalize it. Internalize what residual income, passive income can literally do for your family. Like literally. Not, she said the aminos, and who gives a shit about what anyone says about you or the amino acids or whatever else. It's what's important to you. What's your why? Why do you have that why? And let's focus on building something of lasting value. You get around this culture of LiveGood, it's going to get in you.
Yeah,
it's going to sound like
it is amazing. Vinny is my upline, by the way, you guys. He's who I came in with. This is good people right here. He's like,
listen, it's how a lot of your life. Listen, the reason you're a leader right this second for what people want to say, and they're thinking, and they want to say it, and they're feeling it. And whether a company right or wrongs people, whether it's intentional or not, but people that it is what it is. But people want to belong to something. And why I love this model is because it could stay here long term. You know, yes, you could make 10,000 a month, 50,000 a month. There are people who've broken those barriers of multiple 5 figures a month. It can happen here. But it's not about how much can you win. It's how your team won't lose. That, to me, and I'm not saying that as a philanthropist, I'm saying from a business perspective, if you want retention, because like I said, customer acquisition is one thing, customer retention in everything. And that's where it's at. You know, we have a whole crop of Generation Z coming up. They can't afford a $150 a month auto ship, right? And try to get their friends to do that to out recruit your expenses in business. They can do $140 for the year and buy, you know, a product when they want it, if they want it, when they want it, and everything is coming down the pipe. So this company's doing things that I'm very impressed with. I'm very impressed with the system. I'm very impressed with the landing page. If you have not taken the free tour yet, take the free tour. You're not getting a spot. You're not getting a fly-in. You're not getting, it's not, I'm not on the binaries, although I am, you know, it's even playing field. You're not going to be on some inside of an inside leg when you're guaranteed, you know, putting someone on an inside leg of a binary and everyone's going to land there is like, and saying that they're going to win and go diamond is like telling a kid to work in the Starbucks, just work hard for 2 years and you'll get a $2 million. You're not. I'm sorry, but the math's working against you.
Right.
So I want to thank you for considering looking at the landing page when I sent it to you, Tanya. You know, good people. You have your own brand. You have your own group. You're there for people, and right now you're standing up for people who maybe, you know, they're thinking what you're saying, and you've got the balls to do it. And by the way, I've never seen a clickbait about penis. I've never clicked on it.
You haven't seen that? It's like in the stories that it looks like it makes you, or it looks like a butt and it ends up being bread.
I guess I'm not that target market, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's June, you know?
So much for coming on, Vince. I appreciate you.
God bless you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, guys. So, in closing, let's see how I close. Okay. So, in closing, this did go a little bit longer than I wanted it to. Check out the company. If you are interested in a business, this is a phenomenal business. And this is where I'm a little different than Vince and a lot of other people because I do lead with the product. Being in the nutrition and supplement industry for 30 years, supplements are very important to me. It's always annoyed me in the fitness industry how expensive it is. I mean, look at your organic chicken versus your regular chicken, your organic vegetables, vitamins. I want you all to stop with the magic pill. If I had to give you one bit of advice, stop with the magic pill. Getting in shape, becoming healthy, and losing weight starts from the inside. It's your gut health. It's how everything in your body is running and working. There's no magic pill for that. That's why I always promote the wellness pack. The thing with this company that I love so much is the protein that I was endorsing, that, you know, Optimum was the brand. It was $90 before shipping, and that was for 30-day serving. The protein that I am promoting from this company is $22, $44 if you're going to get the 30 servings, because right now it's in smaller containers. But in that, there's branched chain amino acids. There's 26 vitamins and minerals in it. I mean, it's amazing. Your aminos. I mean, people are paying between $40 and $80 for aminos, branched chain and essential. They're all in one with your electrolytes. Athletes, this is what you should be drinking. To all Jackson's friends, to all his coaches, to all his trainers, to any parent out there, stop with the Gatorade. Gatorade is junk. Put them on the aminos. And because I promote these aminos so much, that's why I had to come do this video. And because I truly care about the people who've come. I've never had a team larger than 18. I have a team of 81. I have 81 members in this business. Why? Because the product is amazing and the business plan is incredible. And I stand behind the product. So thank you for your time. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. I'm going to chop this video up into shorter videos because I know a lot of you are going to want the what Dr. Ryan had to say. I'll probably put it in. If you're not in the wholesale testimony group, please send me a message. Happy to add you. That's got all of our product line in it. If you're interested in the product, get back to the person who invited you to this. If you're new, get back to me. I'm happy to add you to my team. Thank you so much for your time and have a great night.